Hello, and welcome to our tutorials for working with Finesse Gadget Designer. In this tutorial, we'll demonstrate how we can use the Apply Default and Set as Default, and change the default settings for any component or container. Whenever we drag any container or component to the canvas, they appear with the default properties that can be changed in the Style properties. Let's drag a button to our frame and take a look. As you can see, our button has a setting for font size, style, and family, which are its default settings. But we can change those default settings by selecting the button and changing the style elements in the Properties tab window, like the font size and style, and the text color, or the background color of the button, and so on. Now, if we want to apply these settings as the default settings for the button component, we need to click on Set as Default. Now, if I drag new buttons to the canvas, they appear with our newly changed default settings. If I want to clear these default settings, we need to click on Clear Default. Now, when we drag a new button, we've reverted to the original default setting for the button component. Similarly, if we've already dragged a few buttons onto our frame, and we've changed the setting for a particular button, like for instance the background color of this button, and we want to change the rendering of the rest of the buttons that were placed prior, we can do this. First, we set these new settings as the default settings. Then choose the previously placed button and press Apply Default. As you can see, the newly changed default appears on our older buttons. Now, if we were to drag another component onto our frame, you'll see that the default settings have a more universal application. If we drag a data grid to our frame, you'll see that the background color and text color match the colors that we've set as the default. But if we didn't want that, we can click Clear Default, and any subsequent data grid we drag to the canvas won't be rendered using the older default setting. This is how we can change the default settings and apply or clear those settings on our components in Finesse Gadget Designer. Thanks for watching.